Hey guys, welcome back to the Financial Minute. As always, so glad you've dropped by. I am just sitting here hanging out in this beautiful Airbnb property we're staying at. And, well, I thought I'd see what y'all are up to and talk about the 5 things that you do and they will make you successful, especially if you start at a young age. These are 5 things I wish I had done, 5 steps. Let's start with getting your priorities straight, guys. You got to get your priorities straight. You gotta. It's up in here. You gotta get your mindset going correctly. You gotta decide you're going to do it. Whatever you want to do, you need to decide that you're going to do it up in your mind. And in order to make that happen, you just gotta focus and write down some of the things you want to accomplish and get it into your head that you're going to do it, and don't accept no for an answer. Well, let's get right into those 5 steps right after this. Well, guys, step number 1, like I said, it's really all up in the mind. You got to get your mind wrapped around the idea that you're going to be successful, not just in finance, but in life, right? So you just got to tell yourself, I'm going to do it. It's just going to happen. And yeah, that's step 1. Step 2, get financially fit. And when I say financially fit, you just got to look through your expenses and start weeding out the weeds. Maybe you don't need 5 subscriptions to video content. Maybe you can just get away with it, maybe none, right? Because it'll give you a lot more time if you're not spending your whole day watching Netflix. So get rid of that. That's a good starter. Get rid of any other expenses you don't necessarily need. I'm not saying you have to live a miserable life, but maybe you spend $5 a day buying a cup of coffee. You could just buy a Keurig, or better yet, just use a French press to make your own coffee. So there's one. But yeah, just weed out those expenses. Step 2, guys. 2. Start taking care of yourself. Do some research. Don't take my word for it. Like I said, I'm not a financial guru. I'm not your financial advisor. So make sure you're doing your own due diligence. But this really has nothing to do with finance. Start eating healthy. Start eating more protein and vegetables and greens and less processed foods. This will go a long way in helping you keep this mindset up here, because your mind, it runs on healthy food, and drink lots of water. So many people are dehydrated. I know this has nothing to do with finance, but drink more water. Please set a goal. Say, hey, I'm going to drink 4 quarts of water every day starting today. That may seem like a lot. That may not seem like much thinking about it, but when you start to realize it's not actually easy to drink that much water every day. I struggle myself. But set it as a goal. You may not make that goal, but set it as a goal. Divvy it out, and make sure you're not just guzzling all the water at once. Divvy it out through the day. Put it into small little pint. I like to use little pint glass canning jars. Yeah, kind of weird, but they seal. They're easy to take with you. Glass is healthier than plastic, and you can reuse them every day. So that's what I do. But yeah, drink more water. And eat better. I guess we'll call that all tip 2. So tip number 1, that would be tip 3, sorry. Tip number 1, get it in here. Tip number 2, start cutting out your expenses. Weed out the garbage you don't need. Tip number 3, start eating and drinking more healthy. Tip number 4, set up an investment account. You may not have much money, you may not have any money, but do your research, set up an account. Look in my description below. I have some links to some investment accounts you can set up, such as Robinhood, Betterment, etc. But set up an account. Robinhood would be more self-directed, whereas Betterment, it's more like a smart direction. So you just kind of tell them what your goals are, and they divest the money accordingly. To get started, I'd almost recommend that just because it's easier. But nonetheless, start investing your money. Set up an account. You don't have to have hardly any money, really any money, to set up an account. But just do it so you're heading in that right direction. Step number 5, guys, the last step. Start living on less than you make. So you've kind of weeded out some expenses. You've kind of gotten healthier. You got healthy mindset going. Now you need to live on less than you make. Maybe you don't make enough. That could be it. Start taking on some side hustles. I got some excellent videos on side hustles. So check out my channel. I'll put a link in the description to some side hustle videos that I put together. But do your own due diligence. Find a side hustle that fits your situation and just do it. Make some more money and start saving that money. Start living on less than you make. Also, guys, just a bonus, read the book Richest Man in Babylon if you're just getting started out. An excellent book. It'll really walk you through some of the principles that all of these 5 steps entail. And it'll just help you grow your wealth, and, you know, all of a sudden you'll start living on money that you make, plus have extra left over that is for you to keep. You know, you're not living just paycheck to paycheck, divvying out the money that you make to people you owe. You'll be able to put some of that money in your pocket and have it start growing through investments. But yeah, start investing in, you know, stocks, bonds, and real estate. And before you know it, you're going to have a nest egg and you're going to have a net worth. I don't know what your net worth is to start with, but you want to kind of keep track of your net worth and watch it grow. It's exciting to see it grow, especially as you're paying off your debts. A lot of people have a negative net worth, and you don't want that. So pay off those debts. That's another bonus. Make sure you're paying off your highest interest debts first. Really, there's like 7 or 8 tips here to make you successful. But yeah, pay off your debts. Make sure you're paying off the highest interest ones first. I don't necessarily recommend rolling this into a mortgage and refinancing your house. See if you can pay down these debts without taking out more debt. That's the goal anyways, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you get anything useful out of this content. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Remember, only you can make your financial dreams come true. Don't delay. Get started today. Be safe. God bless. Bye.